Hello, so today I had a lot of work over Christmas. Played a bit with a free cut. Now what I have to do, print out some rings for my cover. All this dashboard here, that's gonna be instrument cluster here. Hole for a steering shaft, hazard lights here, and normal lights here. So between this cover and this cover, there is a little sliding box section which it's connected here. So now on a 3D printer I will print out a ring which going on a grey cover. Over Christmas I designed and printed out this thing, which is a cover for a reverser. Needs to be from two parts because it's too big to be printed out on a one go on my bench, and I'm not skilled enough probably to make it easy nice. I should put some little bracket stands under it and then rip them off. So I decided it's gonna be better to split that to two parts, which I will glue in together. Here I have to fill it with a filler a bit, doesn't matter. All this stuff will be John Deere brown interior. So now I have to adjust the bed on my printer. So you have to do that after printing in some way. I already ordered some stiffer springs. We find out if this thing helps. So my method for adjusting the bed is going around all four corners, check with a piece of paper if it's going under. As you see here, it's not going under, so I have to put some turns. Okay. You have to be very careful to not touch Z axis, because that can falsify your measurements. So now that's strange. This is a method from a owner's manual, which it's supplied with a manual for this printer. So I'm sticking to it. There are plenty of different methods. I think this one is less time consuming, because you have things like printing out some kind of a shape in all the four corners and in the center, and by this you're estimating how to adjust the bed. Really time consuming in my opinion, but really detailed. It's detailed. Probably it's better method than that. My printing quality, I'm happy from my printing quality, so I don't need at the moment better quality. Not this way. Now we're going with an X. Okay, I come back to another video in a second. Printer is warming up already, and I'm focusing on a plate which going under this box. to smooth a surface here. This is a way. So this thing needs to be a fillet. Grind it off by hand file. So this is the plate, bottom plate for a reverser and indicators. So now I'm taking a black stuff on it, which is a plug for a reverser. I realized that on a plug for a power supply plug. Where you going? Okay, got it. So this thing going in here. I realized that on a power plug for a PC, normal PC, and it will be connected by wires going inside this thing, which already printing off on a 3D printer. That's the first part. The second part, it will be a box section or square tube, which will be connected to this end, and that ring will be on the top of instrument cluster, so it will be here. So now whole idea about that is to make this thing narrower, because I haven't got too much space where this whole steering wheel will be stored, so have to make things really compact. But you can't go compact with something which is so wide for 60 centimeters. It's a little bit difficult, so that's why I spending loads of time fabricating stuff. Sorry, forgive me. Fabricating strange stuff. Wow. Instead of makes everything solid and install that permanently. Could be easier, but it's not. I like make my life harder, I think. This thing looks really nice, but no one's gonna see it. Have to drill a little hole, re-drill, let's say. Nothing major. Showing me 2 hours, hour 38 minutes, already printing for 12 minutes to print off this ring. Forgive me. I'm wondering how long does it take to print off that tube. Probably 4 hours, according to that I have now. We find out. Hoping it's not gonna be a disaster. I did design it. I spent loads of time over Christmas on a free card, and I'm hoping I did that good, because this thing was designed as one piece, then I split it in a slicer, so both pieces should fit to each other without any issue. But like I said, we find out. Everything is brand new for me for now, so everything can happen. So that's this is the thing where reverser going. I'm not mounting my turn signal yet. As you see here, I need connection with the wires, and this thing will go inside the black box. To feed that, I have to get rid of this mounting point, which is connected on the outer bolt. This thing is living like that, so that's not visible for myself. Only 2 bolts on the front will be visible, but it doesn't matter, it's a tractor. So this thing will live here exactly in this hole. But this needs to be sanded, fill it with a filler, sand a bit, and painted brown. So for now, I'm not doing anything with it, unless I'm not installing an indicator signal, because it's pointless. I only will install this thing because I did a special sliding bracket which have to fit in here, as you see there, which will keep this thing steady on this bracket. Next thing, I'm assembling everything because this cover needs to go on it, and then this thing will live here Yeah, that's the guard, underguard. When you coming into a tractor, this guard is guarding a reverser itself, probably from a hitting with any or whatever, or head when you're in the bottom. But yeah, that's something which I love to add. Here is a space for a sticker. Sticker will be printed later. Sticker showing a direction for arrows, so I have to find out how to design them and print it out on things with extruding. So you have to have a flat slice and then extrude the shape. We find out later. For now I'm doing that let's say mechanical bit. Yeah, so this is the thing which I made up lately, and that's why I'm assembling this thing to find out if it's right. As you see on the plate, I sign it where all the bolts go in, crucial bolts. Do not mix it up, because I did some more holes than necessary. But no. Sometimes you have to. So this black cover will leave on it, bolted on here, and 2 bolts in here, which I'm not applying now because it's pointless for now. Okay. So I'll come back later. We have our 1818. 18 past 18, 18.6. Okay, so I install my black cover. Let's find out how this works. It's not working. Typical. Oh my. What's wrong now with sliding in this thing? Coming in. Okay. All right. Not too bad. Working. Looks not too bad. Now next stage is glued in cover. So you see here, I like stuff when you can remove, it can be removable. A little gap here, but doesn't matter. 4 bolts, and I can pull it by the plastic and still hold it. I'm really surprised how that plastic is resistible. I did drill it because I didn't design holes. Normally I trying to design the holes. It's not too bad. We find out for how long it's gonna be in a shape like that. That's the PLA stuff. I think that's the basic filament, to be honest. It's not too bad. Okay, now I can get rid of it. Next step is glue it together. And another step is paint it both things. So that cover and the box. Printer still printing. That's the ring which I mentioned earlier. Ring which will be mounted in here, like that, and this thing will go up and down as a mechanism of adjustable steering wheel. Yeah, still loads of things. That's nearly sorted. This thing, which is a bottom cover, bottom cockpit. Here will be a ignition starter. Have to order John Deere one, probably one from the Chinese fake, but it still will be with a key like that. So that's in here. bang. Have to order this thing. It's possible, I think it's possible to order that from a John Deere. If it's not, I will print this off. So whole mechanism, I'm still waiting for a gas strut. Gas strut will be here and will be push it up and down my steering column, which is somewhere in a box. Yeah. Show you that later. So I'm a few steps further. That's the frame, which will be installed in here after I laminate this from a fiberglass. Already have a cut it off shape, the bottom shape, same shape as this thing here, but it will be a bottom aluminium from a 3 or 4 millimeters aluminium plate. It will be connected to a steering column. This thing sorted. Oh, I think I didn't show this thing, which I'm really proud of. That's the hydraulics. All 3 buttons, which will be installed in here on your side panel, right side panel. Bang, bang, bang. I will show that when once it's ready. Now, oh, I stick it, glue it, both parts together. Now it looks like that. And what I'm thinking, I will design tomorrow a little plate, cover plate, to looks like a bit closer to this shape, yeah. So it will be closed here, stick it on a glue as well, and all this stuff will be painted and waiting for a sticker. Now we have a time like around 8 p.m. 5 hours, so I leave it overnight. It's printing another tube, square tube, which will be mounted in here under this thing, and it will be slide up and down, so this will be a thing bit awkward looking for it. This will be this thing here. So the black panel, this panel is this one. Yeah, I know it should be a little bit bent, but it's straight, doesn't matter, and it will be move up and down. So this is it. Now actually I'm focused myself on a light switch. It's a 1.2 millimeter drill bit, so I have to be gentle with it. I wasn't a few times. Okay. Which caused me a broken little drill. Okay, so whole idea of that is, let me take a camera down. Whole idea of this is the thing here. This is a mounting plate. That's the cover for a mechanism, and here will be 2 momentary buttons on the plate, mounted this way. Sorry, I can't find the... So that will be R1 and triggering lights. R1 and the triggering lights, because you have to push 2 buttons. So that will be with 2 buttons. They need to be soldered on with cables, because that's gonna be a really simple thing. So my whole idea is, like you see here, that's the real one from a John Deere. It will be placed like that. Little spring in here, or here, pulling type. It's not gonna be like a real one. You have a stages, 1, 2, 3, but it's still, it will be a nice imitation, in my opinion. We'll find out. So now I have to tap 4 more holes in here with an M1.6. Because this thing is, it's a little bit messy here, but who cares? That plate is here because this thing needs to be open, yeah? So now I have a 4 holes, 1.2. Always lubricate your hole before tapping. And this will be a 1.6, M1.6. Three holes now, because first I did after camera, when camera was off. So this is it. I'm not gonna be boring and show you how I'm tapping, but I'll come back when everything's okay. So I can show you my little tiny bolts, M1.6. I think it's a 5mm length. Oh my, this looks like that. Nice. I built up my models using them. Also I bought smaller one. It's a little bit fiddly job to install them in some way. Okay. Really helpful is a magnetic screwdriver, which I haven't got. but no. Let's come to Daddy. So. Roughly that's how my idea is here. A bit wobbly, but should be good. Always I can put a little plastic sleeve printed off of my printer. I think I will do that. Probably travel will be a little bit more restricted, because this thing needs to be straight, but I don't need to mount this as straight as here, because I can mount this in a way like that. Probably I have to. So I will have to mount it, this thing, like that, due to a shape of this box. This thing needs to go like that. Okay, we'll find out when it's finished. Still should be nice, as you see here on this picture. Next stage is this thing. No, sorry. Next stage is install all the momentary buttons in here, wiring them up, put some mounting brackets, and maybe that sleeve to make it less wobbly. Okay, this is it for today. Have enough.